another episode of Talk About It Thursday, y'all. We've been going strong. All of you guys have been chiming in. I've been so excited about all of these interviews that we have been doing over these last few weeks. So keep it coming, y'all. Keep it coming. So today, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Angela M. Mitchell. I am the founder and CEO of Back to Her. I am a digital marketing strategist and content marketing specialist, and I help women entrepreneurs use private label rights products to private label rights content to market their business and grow their businesses. All of the good things, right? So that is what we ain't talking about me today anyway. We are talking about our guests. I'm really excited about this one. Me and her go way back, way back. And she's the person because y'all be like, girl, who did your hair? Who did your hair? Who did your hair? So I brought on the lady who did my hair, my girl. So I'm very excited to bring her up. So we are welcoming to the Mrs. Alita Terry of Virtuous Elegance Hair Boutique. So I'm gonna bring her up here. She back there. I see her back there trying to smile and be cute, but we're gonna bring her up on the stage, and so we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna talk all things hair. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Let me bring her on up on the stage. Hey,
Hey,
girl.
girl.
What's going on? How you doing today?
What's going on? Good, good, girl. Just
I know,
me.
I
Keeping
know. I'm
busy,
excited.
keeping
I'm
busy.
excited. I am. I'm excited. But you know what?
I'm
I'm always
excited to
excited.
be here.
Yes, and I'm glad that you said yes. You know, I was gonna get you on here one way or another. Now I've
I
been trying to
know.
get on here for a minute, but I'm glad that you finally came on here. So I'm gonna give you a chance to introduce yourself. I want you, let people know who you are, what you do.
My name is Alita Terry. I am a hairstylist, specialized in hair care first and foremost. I am a cranial prosthesis specialist. I specialize in providing services for people with alopecia. I am a
Oh,
wig seamstress. I specialize in creating um, machine-made wigs of all different lengths. I
yeah.
am a stylist. I specialize and love pixies, short haircuts, silk press, you
All the
name
good
it,
stuff.
all different types of styles.
Yeah. And you know what? You said something interesting because I know a lot of people don't know what a say it again cranial.
Cranial prosthesis specialist.
Yeah, because I'm like, you a who? You did what? So listen, we got to get into that because people don't like, well, women especially don't like to talk about the alopecia and the different solutions and things like that that are out there, and a lot of times they don't know, right? And again, it's a sensitive subject, for ladies. You know how we are about our hair, how
Yes.
many hundreds and thousands of dollars we spend on our hair and things like that. And so it's a sensitive subject. And I think that is amazing that that's what you specialize in. So talk about this cranial prosthesis specialist. Talk about that and let people know what that entails and what you do with that work.
So again, it's just a cranial prosthesis specialist is just someone that is going to assist you with providing pieces,
Right.
human hair pieces for if that's what you're interested in for your hair.
Okay.
It's so many different types of alopecia. People, I think, are not aware because it's not talked enough, talked about enough.
Right. Right.
But we have all different types of alopecia from arethia alopecia, where as though you are just losing hair in different areas of your hair. We
Okay.
have traction alopecia, where as though you are experiencing hair loss from styles that you wore
Right.
and where there was tension.
Okay. Okay.
So it's so many different types of alopecia that it goes on these days. So what a
Yeah.
cranial prosthesis specialist does is they provide a service to you based on what your need is. For
Yeah.
instance, if you're coming in and you just have spots around different areas of your hair and you just want it filled in,
Okay.
I would make a mold and create a hairpiece
Yeah.
to fill in that spot,
Okay.
whether it's bonding on the top, whether it's or any type of service that you get where you are adding hair to your head is considered a cranial prosthesis. Whether
Okay.
it's a quick weave, whether
Right.
it's braiding, once you have been diagnosed with alopecia, any form of service that is adding hair to that head is a cranial prosthesis. And a lot of people don't realize that,
Yeah,
and they say, well, I just want a quick weave or I just want to sew in. And well, if you have alopecia, then any of these services, you know,
yeah,
um,
can be
it's
different.
gonna, it's right. It's gonna fit you. So
Wow. No, like you said, it's not talked about. And I think it's not talked about because, people are embarrassed to talk about stuff like that.
correct. And they don't want to come
Um,
into the salon and they don't want to sit out in open areas.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so,
yeah.
you
But you
know,
know what? It's good that you provide that service though. You know what I mean? To have a trusted hairstylist, someone that you trust, you know what I mean, to be able to do that for you, I think is an excellent service that you provide. So I women need to know about that. Like I said, people don't know. We are here in the Buffalo area, Buffalo, New York, which is where we're at. But it's a nationwide issue. So,
yeah,
it's good to
yeah,
know
yeah.
that you're here and available, y'all. She here in Buffalo, right? And available. Now you also said you make wigs by a sewing machine. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. The wigs that she made, because y'all always like, who made your wigs? Who did your wigs? She is the person that does my wigs. When I get my wigs made, she does them. They're durable. They last. The very first wig you did for me, it'll be going on 2 years almost now.
Yes, yes, yes.
That you made
And I'm
that wig.
providing quality services.
Quality, baby. Quality, quality. And y'all, you ain't gotta come with your hair washed.
No, 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 no. Most definitely. I think that's the first thing
Yeah,
that comes with hair care. I
absolutely.
can't, and that's what's most important to us is hair care.
Right.
And I feel like it's no way for me to take care of your hair if I don't know what's in it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we
Yeah, because
provide
that's
and
the
we
thing
wash.
nowadays. They be like, girl, you got to come with your hair washed, pressed, greased, oil, and it's gonna be $6,000. So on top of the shit, So I think that is important, and that really is a debate. Like, old school. I don't like to say older because we ain't old, but old school.
Right.
Stylist, you've been doing this for a long time. So tell people,
Mhm.
because they don't understand what a long time is. Tell people how long that
Woo!
you do it. Like, man,
Oh, when I first went to college cosmetology school and was licensed, it was 28 years ago.
wow, that's a
28 years ago.
right, y'all.
So,
So yeah, and think about it. Like, back in the day when we was doing microwave, microwave
ponytails, right? That's coming back into style.
not to microwave ponytails.
They
Yeah,
are coming back. They are coming back, just like the finger waves and all of that. Yes,
speaking of
yes.
finger waves, I feel like that's what I want when I come in. Like, finger waves. But really though, it's like we seeing styles coming back, and that's what that's what it is.
Right. Yeah.
How we are about our hair. Black women and our hair, honey, we don't be playing. We are versatile, and that's what I love about it. We can wear long hair today and short hair
Go
tomorrow. It
here
can be
tomorrow. You can
red,
switch up.
it can
Yeah.
be whatever.
Change your
And so
colors and yeah.
that's it. Yes. And you know what? I also want to highlight the fact because when I got my hair dyed, they like, who in the hell dyed your hair so pretty, that beautiful, vibrant color? And so I feel like that you're like a specialist in that as well, as wanting
Hair
to see.
color, and I am, yes. But the thing about hair color, what people don't realize is everybody is not a candidate for hair
Right.
color. So
Right.
I've gotten to the point I just have to be real particular about, people whose hair that I'm gonna color.
Right. Because they
What
want what they want.
correct, correct. So, you have people come in and get color today, and then 2 weeks from now they got braids in their hair. And the thing with color is dryness is going
Yeah.
to break it. So it
Yeah.
really has to be, in order to be a candidate for color, you really have to be someone that's going to take care of your hair.
Right. And
So I would rather, offer that service to my regular clients
right. So you're
or
not just
someone
coming
who's
up in here
interested.
out the street talking about, girl, could you color my
Did
hair?
you just color my hair? No, let me get to know your hair a little bit. Let's wash it. Let's put some treatments in here, a couple, before
Yeah.
we get this color in. Let me make sure you fully understand what the maintenance is going to be about this hair color. Just
Right.
fully educating the client, making sure they understand it's just not, oh, just running here. I'm gonna throw this color in and I'll see you later.
Yeah. But you know what? And a lot of stylists do that. And that's the difference. You know what I mean? That's the difference in a quality hairstylist,
Mm-hmm.
and someone that takes pride. You know, you take pride in your work and the things that you and the product and service. The product is the hair. You know, and you want to make sure healthy hair is important. And I think that it's important. And I love that you emphasize that. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna come in here and sit here with your raggedy head, you know, half of it falling off, talking about you want a doggone
You
color.
want the color, right? Yeah, yeah, and it's I mean it's expensive as well. So I
Yeah,
feel like if
yeah.
you're gonna make this investment to do it, it's an expensive
You
keep
need
up,
to
and
work.
then
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
sure you're gonna take care of it. So
Absolutely. And so, like I said, you've been doing this a long time. What made you get into hair care? I know they need to know. What made you get into hair care? Like, why? What? How was that your thing? Because you know you got in and you was gone for a while. You came.
yes, I did a hiatus, and when it was just basically about growing. You
Yeah.
know, when I was on my hiatus, it's like thinking about like regrets and stuff like that I have, and leaving the field was always something that I regretted. I can
Yeah.
remember it's a couple different salons that I would actually go into and just feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is
Hmm.
supposed to be mine. It's supposed to be me. But but I never had the courage. I think when I was younger, it was more about getting a career to take care of my kids. It was a
Right.
safety net. And as I got older in life, it became more about, okay, I've raised my kids, I've done what I needed to do. It became more about me growing and leaving here with no regrets and taking
Hmm.
chances and living,
Yeah. Yeah.
fulfilling and being fulfilled,
Yes.
not spending, all of these hours in a job, putting everything into it. That's not what I love. It's not a part of what I
Hmm.
love. It's not even a part of me. It's what I've made a career out of, and I'm grateful for it. But at the same time, I want to live as well. I want to do something that,
Absolutely.
that's going to make me feel good, and
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's what after seeing so much and experiencing a lot of things, I just got to a point in my life where it was just like I gotta do
Time
what
to
I need
come
to do.
back.
Yeah, it's time for me to come home. And I knew it was always something, and I have my friends and I would have relatives, and why don't you just go back and do here, why don't you just come, and it
Right.
was just, I don't want to start from scratch, I don't want to
Uh-huh.
yeah, but then it was just like, nah, it's time for me to do me.
I'm glad you did. Shit. I am glad you did, and it's good that you did, man. So what I like about Virtuous Elegance is that you are a mother daughter duo, and people don't know that. So talk a little bit
Mhm.
about that because I think that is amazing that Maja, followed in your footsteps and did the same doggone thing.
Yeah, Madra used to be her and my daughter. My other daughter would be in the shop with me when I years like 20 something years ago.
Mhm.
So she was always the one that I knew was going to follow in my footsteps. I mean, she
Yeah.
was always doing her sister hair, trying to do her, trying to do every. She just had a love for hair, just
Yeah.
like I did. And she just, she was that daughter. She not gonna go outside looking any type of way. She always had
Mhm.
that. Her hair had to be. I mean, I can remember her being 5 and saying, "Oh, I'm trying to play. I'm doing hair, so I'm not going outside without playing." So she did not play. And
That's
she had
funny.
her job. So just like I did, she got into, she went to hair school, she graduated, she did it for a while, and then she left the field, and then,
Right.
she got back
Right.
into it. She worked in a salon for a while, and then, when I got to the point that I wanted to get back to it, I'm like, give me a year or two, a year and a half, and
Uh-huh.
let me get it together. I had to go back, through everything, renew my license, take my state boards, pass them
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
on the first,
Yeah.
and start putting this vision together, manifested it, and
And here it
we
is.
here.
Here it is, and I love it. I love it. Like I said, I'm glad, that you came back. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find a good stylist. You know what I mean? I think that your hairstylist, you're supposed to have a relationship with people to do your hair or do your nails and things like that. And it's hard to
Mhm.
find a good stylist if you don't know. You know what I mean? One that you
Mhm.
trust and know that you're gonna actually care for my hair and take care of my hair, and not just there like, you know what, I'll just do whatever. I don't care if you wash your hair or not. I'm just gonna put this sew in on top of it. You know what I mean? That type of thing. And I think it's good that y'all emphasize healthy hair and make sure, you know what I mean, that people that come in have healthy hair and leave out with healthy hair. So
Correct. Correct.
um
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
that's our brand. That's our brand. Because people don't understand. They don't realize that it's treatments. You have to keep your treatments up. You have to keep, moisturizing. You have to keep your
Yeah.
hair moisturized. You need those protein treatments. You need those
Yeah.
bond builders. Like all of that is, and I think, personally, it's okay. You can wash your hair yourself in between your visits, but
Right.
as a professional stylist in a professional salon, you have to have like a service available that you can provide for someone that they are not able to provide at home.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's why, we go to the extent that we go to.
Yeah. And that's as that's as it should be. Like I said, we live in such a microwave society. Everybody wants something to happen quickly.
Everybody wants something to
Yeah.
happen quickly. Yep,
Yep.
yep.
And
And they
like
go with the trends.
the
They go
trend.
with the trends like you were mentioning earlier. When you were talking about wigs and you have to come with your hair wash and I think, and not to knock anybody's hustle,
Okay.
but I think a lot of the stylists that do that, they specializing in that trend and they making a lot
Right.
of money doing it. And
Right.
so I try and tell, clients that you wearing the wigs all the time, you doing that, come in instead of, just come in for a wash and a treatment.
Hmm.
Keep your treatments up in between those wigs. You take them wigs off, get your hair washed, get your moisture
Right.
added, get your treatment, get your ends clipped, then go back and get those braids. Then go back and get, your wig melted down or whatever you want to
Hmm.
do. But just make sure that, you're taking care of your hair. You're not
Yeah.
snatching these wigs off, taking your edges off.
Take
And
the edge with you.
because one day that trend is going to be gone.
Absolutely. And we
And
don't think about that, till years later.
yes, and you're going to want to wear your hair. And that's where, traction alopecia comes into place.
Ah,
So we
because
have like alopecias that, that are hereditary, like genetic alopecias, but we also have alopecias that we have brought onto ourselves, like traction
right.
alopecias. When you're getting the braids
And
and
that's
you're
what
pulling it up in the tight ponytails, or you're getting the wigs and gluing them down, pulling off your edges,
Mhm.
or, the full lace wigs and things like that. So it's an issue that a lot of us do to
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Fortunately, you're
Yeah.
wearing sew-ins for a year, and it happens.
And then
It
you come
happened.
back and you
It
pull off
happened,
all
and you think
everything.
because you're washing your hair and you're getting the sew-ins tightened up that you know, oh, I'm fine. No, you're not.
That's no good.
That's not.
That is no good. That's
Yeah, yeah,
that's crazy though. But you know what? Like I said, I think that the service, I know that I ain't gonna say I think I know, that the service that you guys provide is impeccable. Here in the city, and you don't just service people in the cities. I know that people can come to you, right, from wherever.
correct, correct. People can come to me. If you're like interested in wigs, we can actually do Zooms where I can help you take your measurements because
Okay.
my wigs are made to
To
fit your
fit.
head. Yes.
Right.
So
Right.
now if it's a topper or any type of specialty piece that you need
Right.
specifically for your head, then I am going to need you to come in. But if
Right.
it's a wig, glueless, or anything like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Handmade, sewed in toppers that with the combs that you just want to
Right.
pin
Right. Right.
in for different styles. All of that can be done via Zoom, and
Oh, that's
I can
cool though.
go
That's
to you.
cool. So
Yeah.
that means y'all can come from everywhere. From everywhere.
Right, come on.
Right. Now, I know we were talking before about getting clients and things and partnering with Roswell Park, the Cancer Institute. And that's the Cancer Institute here in Buffalo.
Mhm.
Um, and so what does that look like though? I know that, people go through chemo and different things like that. Is that like a big part of your market or a big part of things that you do as well?
It's not a huge part of my market as of yet, but I would love for it to get there.
Right.
I have had clients that have just found me from, they have had referrals for like, places in the area and just not being able to connect with them and somehow found me. So
Yeah.
I've had a couple um, chemo clients and things of the nature. And as you know, word of mouth,
Yeah. Yep.
word of mouth is,
Mhm.
so
But that's
that's
good though.
how the referrals. But I have been in conversations, with with Roswell, and I'm working on making other connections with dermatologists, and
Yeah. Yeah.
to work alongside and try and network and build relationships with them as well.
Awesome. That is awesome though. And really, I don't know, when you think about it, people, again, that's another service that people don't think about. You know what I mean? And it's something I guess you really wouldn't think about that if you don't need that service, right? If you don't want to be in a position where you have to have chemo. But I think it's still the fact that you are there and available, I think is
Hmm.
amazing.
Yeah,
And who doesn't want like a custom made, piece that fits you? You know what I mean? You don't want to have to
correct.
go to the
Yeah,
store
yeah. So I,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
something.
you're right. Because a lot of people think when they experience hair loss, or when they're going through stuff like that, they just automatically think wigs.
Right.
Wig, like when they
Right.
go to the store. And how a lot of a few of the customers that have reached out to me in that regard, it's because they wanted human hair wigs.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay. Uh-oh, I'm about to say, oh, you moved, you went away, you went away. Y'all, listen, y'all, we already had technical difficulties.
so that was, that's a service that I'm able to provide for them. So
Yeah.
I mean, medical wigs we can provide. I
Yeah.
have built relationships with vendors where it's all different type of pieces that all
Okay.
different types of hair bases that just people
Yeah,
just
that
don't
you can work
realize that's out there. And lace we have, monofilament. I mean, that just looks just like scalp.
with. Right.
So I just think it's just they're not aware.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when they come in for consultations, it's just about educating them on the
Yeah.
on the different options that they have.
And I think also sometimes people may think, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Sometimes I think people think of that, but you also got to think, man, that's an investment. It
That
really
is
is an
most
investment.
definitely investment. And for some clients who also don't realize it, your medical insurance will cover it. If
Now,
you've
y'all hear
been
that?
to a dermatologist and you have a
Right.
carrier that, some carriers cover it. So
Wow.
it's definitely something that's worth looking into. You never
Absolutely.
know.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I love it. So, how can people get in touch with you? I know. Are you on what social media platforms are you on?
I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I am on TikTok, but I'm not sure. I am on TikTok, but I'm not sure if I'm on TikTok under
You
my
actually, you
name
know
or
what you
my
are
business
on
name.
right?
Right. I don't know. I had to think about it. Like, what name am I on? I'm not sure.
But,
But we have a website. It's
yes.
www.virtuouselegance.com.
Okay.
Our phone number is 716-599-1573. You can email us as well at vehairboutique@gmail.com.
And all of these links I'm going to put in the chat so you guys will be able to reach out. You can find her on Facebook. You can find Virtuous Elegance here boutique. I'm going to put all of those links so they can reach out to you. You know what I mean? This is an excellent, excellent service. Y'all can stop asking me who do my hair because there she is. Yeah, there she is. So y'all want to tap in? I'm telling y'all. And if you ain't in, if you're not in the Buffalo area, come on down. She here. She waiting. Right. Where are you located in the city? Tell me where you
3670 Harlem Road.
Okay, got it, got it, got it. So that means, don't just pop up though, y'all. Don't just pop.
No, we are available by appointment only.
Yes,
But
but
give
give
us
a
a
call.
call, or don't be afraid to reach out to me, and we can
Absolutely,
talk.
absolutely.
We
Well,
can have
I appreciate you stopping by. I'm very
I
glad that you
appreciate you
did. I'm glad,
having
because
me.
I've been saying you gonna get up over here with me, dog.
I was like, yeah, yeah. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Well, I'm glad you did, man. I'm glad you did. So I always have to give this disclaimer because I'm very good in the middle middle of the conversation. In the middle of the conversation, when I take people out, I just take them. They be just talking, and I mean, I took them off the doggone broadcast. So I'm not gonna do that. But what I am gonna say is, I appreciate you. I thank you for stopping by and joining us. Again, all you guys have to do is check the comments. All of the links are there. You can reach out if you would are interested in, booking a service or doing a consultation or something like that. So again, thank you, and I
Thank you
appreciate you.
for
And thank you.
having me. It was a pleasure.
Of course. Of course. So I'm going to take her out. And I'm just going to say again, thank you, thank you, thank you for pulling up and stopping here, and scrolling through this doggone broadcast and joining us. If you're over on YouTube, please make sure you are liking and subscribing. If you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, a coach, or someone who is aspiring to be, I would love to highlight you in your business. Reach out. I believe the new schedule is in the group. If it's not, it will be. Make sure you go on these links, right, and click on these links so that you can reach out to Alita and Virtuous Elegance Hair Salon. And that's it, y'all. I think that's all I got coming up. Oh, no, 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 no. What else is coming up is on February 21st through the 23rd. Yeah, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd is the PLR, which stands for Private Label Rights Power Play Boot Camp. I'm going to be training y'all for 3 days. It's free. It's happening right here in the group. There is a VIP upgrade. I will drop the link for that, for the upgrade. But it's going to be intensive. It's going to teach y'all how to use private label rights products to create your lead magnets, to establish your digital presence, and to make y'all some money. I'm going to teach y'all how to build products to make money. So make sure y'all stay connected to the group. Bring some people. We have merged with the Sisterhood private group, so you'll see people coming in all the time. Invite your sisters over here. And that's it. That's it. That's all I got. So until next time, again, thank you for joining me for another episode of Talk About It Thursday.